Hey Boogs, welcome into our Taurus-Gemini astrology tarot reading for November 2025. I thank you guys so much for being here as always. And I really do appreciate your support of the channel by being on this side of the channel and joining the membership. And I do hope that this message will serve you well whenever it is divinely meant to, okay? All right, Taurus-Gemini, I was getting some kind of like choppy energy for you. I was getting a lot of heart chakra focus, okay? So that seems to be the biggest thing that's happening or active for you in November. But I was also getting this message of being mindful of your resources, okay? Don't let your ego make you do things that aren't in the best interest of your emotional well-being. Like it's okay, you might be tempted to self-sabotage in some sort of way here, Taurus Gemini. Is kind of how I'm getting it, and we're going to try to circumvent that, right? But it seems like it could be ego driven. Don't let your ego make you do things, spend resources that aren't needed and or necessary in the month of November, okay? Feel like you have to be or show up or uphold some sort of reputation for something is, it's going to be an invitation into some sort of decline. Like, maybe you're worried about resources here, Taurus Gemini. Worried about some sort of material world stability. And it's like the more you worry, the more you're inviting the fear in. Okay. So try not to be impulsive this season or in November here around something. Clarify this energy here, Divine Universe, for Taurus Gemini. Yeah, okay. The sun in Sagittarius. Okay, like I said, something about Sag season seems very potent or important or impactful. Okay, yeah, you've got journey, solar flares, opposition, and Capricorn energy. All right, right. You are ready to expand, or you want to expand, and you might be tempted to make moves or take steps towards that expansion that your resources might not really be able to support, or in the name of trying to prove something, like I still got it, I can still, like it's again a little egoic, okay? And you got Scorpio again, the season, it's the climate, where your passions might be really ignited right now, or your Mars energy could be here in Taurus or Gemini, or in the second and third house right now. So it just feels important here to let you know, Taurus Gemini, that you don't have to rush anything. There's no rush into certain achievements. It's okay to take your time and review and investigate and think about something a little bit more before you move forward. If there is some sort of resistance there, I do think it's for a reason, and it's a reason that needs to be acknowledged and not forced through with this confrontation. Okay? So there's some sort of resistance showing up here for you, Taurus Gemini, and you might be tempted to fight through it. But that almost seems like it would exhaust your resource, and the resource could just simply be your energy. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be your energy that you don't want to waste in November. This resistance is a part of the achievement. it's a part of the climb into some sort of new energy. But again, Scorpio season that we're all under right now as I'm recording this is providing the climate for this. Yeah, the 3 of Sun. I think you can expect something good to come. This is a good thing that's happening. Yeah. Because maybe in any other instance, you might be very impulsive. You just want to be on top of your impulses here, Taurus-Gemini. Think before you act. Don't create unnecessary tension or confrontation where it's not needed or necessary. Ace of Cups. Just slid right out the deck. We're going to take it. 10 of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles with the 4 of Wands. Right. Yeah, it seems like you're stemming to the brim with this kind of it's like disgruntled energy, like resistance kind of. Resistance is the best way I can kind of put the word to it. So you might even call it contrast if you're into Abraham Hicks. Tell me more about this climate. Yeah, the Ace of Wands with the Empress. Passion. I don't know, Taurus Gemini. Maybe you have some sort of passion igniting within you, but there's some sort of resistance on you being able to act on that. So again, just don't do anything impulsive. I don't know. Don't allow that tension to make you fall out of alignment, I guess is what I could say. Yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, it seems like you want to pour your heart into something, or you want to I'm hearing be open-hearted. That's more of that heart chakra energy coming forward. But I'm interested to know what that 10 of Wands is. What's the 9 of Cups with this expand? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about some sort of wish fulfillment. You could be experiencing that sense of tension and pushback right before a really big breakthrough, or right before you attain something. Receive some sort of granted wish. 8 of Swords. Yeah. Under the Emperor. Clarify the Ace of Cups in this energy here. Yeah, the 2 of Cups. Oh my goodness. That slid right under. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse, right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Thank you for the confirmation. This is what you don't want. This is what's causing the confrontation. This, some of y'all just have this, I could feel it. It's like you want to just do something, no matter the effect it could have on you or others. It's like, I'm ready to just kind of blow something up a little bit. But again, Scorpio does sit at the 7th house of that Taurus energy you hold, okay? Sagittarius is the 7th house of your Gemini energy, so there we go. It would probably really work out in your favor here, Taurus Gemini, for whatever this is, if you lean into Scorpio Sag energy a little bit and investigate before you, again, take a leap, take an expansion, before you pull that arrow and let it go, or aim for something here. Before you take action, there's a need to dig a little deeper into something, get more information, so you can make a responsible choice. Okay? Yeah, the Empress and the Ace of Wands are right back out. We will keep it. Okay. Page of Cups here for climate divine. Thank you. The 6 of Pentacles. Exactly. Somebody has to get to the root of why they feel something before they do anything about it. That seems to be very, very important here. Somebody needs to know the why. Someone needs to look a little deeper into this Ace of Wands. Sit with it a little bit longer and make sure you fully understand what the divine wants you to do with that Ace of Wands before you take action on something. Because it almost seems like the Emperor here, if this is you, could be making a blind decision, or again, a choice or decision from without the proper information, which could create some sort of instability or irresponsible action. Okay, clarify the Three of Wands here, Nine of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody got to sit with this ace. These two aces, actually. Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Right. Before they do something. Yeah, the Sun. Somebody might be very clear on what their wish fulfillment is. And it's like, now I just want to jump right on into it. But the Ten of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse would be like somebody is a little too weighed down or has too much on their plate or too much going on to do that. Clarify the Emperor, Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah, this could be a relationship activating or have to do with some sort of partnership. High Priestess, I'm clarifying something with the Six of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles, Empress energy. Knight of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Somebody has to sit with the feeling so they can better identify what it is so that they can't be confused or conflicted or confronted. I'm hearing a doppelganger. So like, oh, this is one of those situations. Okay. Been here. This is one of those situations where you have asked the universe for something. You've maybe prayed about it. You've journaled about it. You've petitioned. You've done whatever you do. You set the intention. You put your mind on something here, Taurus-Gemini. And what shows up first is the decoy. What shows up first is the makeshift version of what you're asking for, to see if you have the discernment to know what is of true alignment and what is an illusion. Okay? And someone might be at risk for falling for the illusion, which is going to block them from the real thing. The decoy always shows up before the actual thing shows up. Someone has to be in that mindset, or you just need to pay attention to that, okay? And that's where I feel like that impulse energy might come in. It's, oh, I asked the divine for something, boom, opportunity shows up. Sit with it a little bit. Just sit with it a little bit. Don't make any sort of rash decisions, because again, it seems like there's some sort of decoy energy here where it's like something's going to show up looking and appearing like what it is or what you want, but it isn't what you want. Someone could be trying to shapeshift into what you want, Taurus-Gemini, but you got to know, like, you got to be able to, like, see it. And or maybe this is something you've been going through, and in November, it finally becomes clear what you want and or what you truly want, and the real version of it shows up. Or already has. I think something's already activated here, Taurus-Gemini. Confirmation by my pepper. So you got to be able to stand in that Seven of Wands against the decoys. Okay. Okay, Divine. So what do you need, Taurus Gemini, to know about the real energy coming in? How will they be able to identify the real? Or just what do they need to know? Whatever's most important. Blessing, right? It'll feel like a blessing. You'll have inner peace. Ooh, that's a big one. And you can't fake that. No matter how someone tries to shift or their shape in your life, you can't fake spiritual energy. You can't fake that. Yeah, you got radiance. Yeah, you'll know. You'll know. You'll know. Especially if this has to do with like a Two of Cups connection, friendship, relationship, conduit, nurture, harmony. Everything about this energy, everything about this person would exude inner peace. They'll be radiant. You can feel the nurturing energy in them. That's what I mean. It's like someone could be trying to pretend to be this way. I'm hearing to keep you preoccupied. Okay, whatever that means. Yeah, but purpose in reverse. That's not someone who's in balance with you. I think maybe in November you really start to have the higher awareness around the real and the fake, Taurus Gemini. Yeah. And maybe that's something that you've been struggling with since past lives, if you believe in that thing, okay? Ancient memory in reverse. Someone's maybe ready to let go of their past, step into their North Node here. So it's like in order to do that, you do have to sacrifice your South Node cycles, South Node energies. So somebody or something, a part of your South Node cycle could be trying to shapeshift into something that fits your North Node. But energy doesn't lie. Yeah, surrender and enchantment, right? That's what I mean. Somebody could be trying to enchant and appear like they are something that they might not really be here for you, Taurus Gemini. And placements, again, this can resonate for any placements you have in Taurus or Gemini, or your second and third house energies, even if they aren't Taurus and Gemini, okay? But yeah, I do think you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that. Yeah, peaceful warrior. And if you do clock this here, Taurus Gemini, maintain your peace. Just, again, understand that that just means you're much closer to the real thing. Yeah, and you just got to activate your patience. Like, again, it's almost like the decoys come in to be a signifier that you're closer to the real thing. And if you decide to be patient, you then get to experience the real thing. But if you are in that rush, urgent, impulsive, you're still ruled by your impulses, you're going to fall for the decoy every time. So this is maybe about like impulse control. Yeah, foresight. And I'm saying this literally from lived experience, okay? Trust me, you think it's like, oh my God, wow, that's just it. Nah, sit with it for a little bit. Give it a second. Because that mask and that shift, that shape-shifting energy can only stay intact for so long. So if you can wait it out, you'll start to see the mask crack and, you know, them shift back into their normal form. Like, oh, okay. You know, I don't know. Especially when it comes to relationships. Yeah, that's a reality. So just stretch your patience. Stretch your patience. Okay, yeah, that would be the wisest thing, and allow yourself to purify. Okay. Really, truly let go of those South Node cycles. Exactly. Okay, so this might be an important month to practice discernment here. Anima Mundi in reverse here, and grace. How you close out these old cycles is by showing yourself grace, is by gracefully letting go, as opposed to letting go in anger or confrontation or like, you know what I mean? It's like, peep it for what it is, recognize it for what it is, and let it be. I feel that somebody's trying to let go of old energy, but maybe old energy isn't trying to let go of them. Like, you're done with the cycle, but whoever's on the other side of that cycle isn't done. Or trying to force it to not be done with the Nima Mundi in reverse. Yeah, leadership. And I can't make it up. Look here, shape-shifting at the bottom. Exactly. This is about being sovereign in your energy, Taurus Gemini. Not a slave to your whims. Intuition, I'm trying to tell you. This is the month to use it. And start understanding those signs and why those energies resurface and come back up. Okay, so it seems like you have some important tests here, Taurus Gemini, in November. And if you can hold on to your wisdom, to your knowledge, what you know to be true in those moments, you'll maybe even unlock a new layer of your own intuition here. Show those situations grace, but, you know, you don't have to necessarily surrender to the enchantment that's trying to happen. You can stand your germ. Mercury retrograde is absolutely on the way. Or intensifying here. You can stand your ground in the, no, I do not want to repeat old cycles, without it having to be a fight, a battle, a war. You can do so in peace. Because honestly, the only way that it can really turn into a confrontation or a war is if you're not at peace. You're still unsettled with it. But once you make peace with it, nothing can really disturb that without your permission. Maybe that's a part of this, Taurus Gemini. You don't have to give anything permission to disturb your peace. No matter what tries to. And again, if someone's attempting to disturb your peace, it's not something coming in to nurture you. It's not a blessing. Okay? If it's not trying to create real harmony, then again, it's an agent of disruption and destruction in your life. Yeah. Decoy. You know what I heard? Decepticon. Okay. I don't know. Maybe, this would be a really good time to rewatch the Matrix trilogy if you've ever seen it. Brilliant documentary there. But maybe that could be helpful. That might be a fun thing to do if you are like a movie kind of person, a film person. Rewatching the Matrix trilogy could really confirm and solidify a lot of things for you here, Taurus Gemini, okay? Let me know if you do tune in, if you do watch it, all right? But we'll leave it there. I really do hope that this serves as clarity and confirmation for you for what your higher self was already guiding you towards, and or what might be coming through the cosmos here for you in November. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I thank you guys so much for all your love and support. Check out all the links in my description box for personal readings, merch store, and so much more. And I'll see you in our next one. All right. Love you. Namaste.